Well, folks, welcome back to Las Brisas Farm and Polo Club, the site of the 2026 USPA Midwest Open. Getting ready for CD Peacock and Passion for Polo here. A nice day in Illinois. It's been there's been a lot of rain recently. Everything nice and green. Fields are in absolutely excellent condition here as we look to get this match going here, just shy of 80 degrees. As we get set up here for CD Peacock and Passion for Polo's Midwest Open match. Jenna Davis, Gino Ringo, Pecco Pojedo, and Stevie Orthwine for CD Peacock in the red. And Passion for Polo, Stephanie Luters, Leon Schwenke, Nino Obregon, and Anthony Garcia. A pair of 14-goal teams here. Pretty even as we look at the handicaps there and we look on from above now. We're just outside of Chicago here in Elgin, Illinois. Chicago, of course, a long history in the world of polo. And it's pretty cool to see how Las Brisas has carried on that tradition here with the formation of this Midwest Open and acting as the host club for it. We look right down the center field stripe here. Umpires Dale Schwetz and Hamish Bray have the teams lined up. Chugga number one off and working right down the middle. It goes, pops out the side of the pack here, picked up by CD Peacock. It's Pecco Pojedo. Pecco, Nino on his left hip. Pecco Pojedo, a nice approach to goal. Looters. Oh, baby, look at that. Right on through it goes. Jenna Davis, finishing beautifully there for CD Peacock on a 0-goal handicap. A nice send from Pecco Pojedo and a beautiful put away there for CD Peacock. Man, Jenna Davis, you know that's got to feel good right out of the gates under heavy pressure there to be able to put that one away with a nice little neck shot. Nice moves there by Jenna. On the following throw in there, it's Nino. Playing a little cat and mouse there with Gino Ringo. And it's left behind here for Garcia. Anthony Garcia hits downfield for Leon Schwenke. A nicely laid pass there. Man, some nice precision work here. Downfield from Schwenke to Nino Obregon. Man, take some notes from Jenna there. That one just a little outside. A very similar trajectory on that play as we saw in the opening play, but no luck there for Passion for Polo. And wide and out it goes, brought back in here by the number 3 in red, Pecco Pojedo. He's going to come across the front of the goal mouth, plays it under the pony of Schwenke, picks the pace up, gets right back to it. A nice recovery there by Pecco Pojedo. We've seen some great play out of him in the Midwest Open. Through midfield, in double coverage, Schwenke trying to get the hook on Pecco Pojedo. Nino gets the defensive move on him there, rides him wide, comes back in on the near side, back to the offside, trying to keep him guessing there. Nino, here he goes, getting to work here on the gray pony. Nino. Ooh, Nino, ball left behind. And Pecco challenged by Garcia, backed up though by Gino. And here comes Gino Ringa. Gino. Played behind Schwenke. The new line picked up here by Nino. Mariano Obregon Jr. Off and working. Looters out in front. Nino trying to find her. Through the midfield. Nino going to follow up on the previous shot. Driving out towards the corner now. Mariano Obregon Jr. slows it on down there. Nino on the move. Coming cross field, plays it absolutely picture perfect. Not going to leave it wide that time. Nice moves from Nino into the corner. He wanders back across the front of the goal mouth, takes the defender out of the picture there and pops it in with a nice little near side layup. And we're even 1 goal aside here in this Midwest Open match. So back to midfield as always. We do that after every goal scored. There's 4:17 left to take away in a tied ball game here. In chucker number 1, umpire Schwetz gives the ball back, picked up by Nino right out of the gates. Nino holding his own. Nino. Well struck downfield. Schwenke needs the cut shot here. Schwenke finds the cut shot. The trailing defender was hoping they'd find a whistle on that one, but no whistle found. And it's 2-1 here. We're back to midfield, just under 3.5 to go. Excellent work there from Leon Schwanke. Fourth line. Oringa. Gino Oringa. Nino thinking about it from behind there. Gets the opportunity he'd been looking for. Whistle's going to sound on that one. I didn't quite see if maybe he made contact with his hand. That hook was not where it's supposed to be. Either way, this one does not go against Nino, so that takes that thought out of the picture there. It's passion for Polo with control there on Schwanke, waiting for an opportunity to leave it behind for Garcia. Garcia strokes left down the board, trying to find Nino. Leaders getting in position out in front there as Pecco Pojedo moves in to defend here for CD Peacock. 2:48 to go. Trucker number 1 played down the boards once again here, and it's going to be Gino Ringa to run onto the play here. This team in red. Garcia thought he had the time there. The umpires had a totally different opinion on that one. They're going to sound the whistle. They're going to put these guys at the penalty line here. And it'll be Pecco Pojedo. A right-of-way violation is going to put them on the line. Pecco on penalty 2, 30-yard shot right down the middle. That one goes. Nice moves there from Pojedo. And a nice put away there. So back to midfield. Even here, 2 goals aside. Davis and Pojedo for CD Peacock. Schwanke and Obregon for Passion for Polo. Leon Schwanke, down the boards he goes. Schwanke. He's got 2 defenders with him there. Pecco Pojedo realizes that, and realizes that means Nino's got to be open somewhere. Oh, what a shot to goal. I don't know if Nino got a touch on that one or not. It looks like he might have caught a deflection off his mallet there. Beautiful moves from outside to right inside between the goal posts there. And I think Schwanke will end up getting official credit for that one. So the umpire's telling these teams they're sick of seeing this melee situation at midfield. They want to see proper lineup situation here. One team on one side, one team on the other, creating an alleyway there. They get enough of that on that one. They'll give the ball back without further discussion, and it's won by CD Peacock and picked up here by Pecco. Pecco Pojedo. He had the right distance there, not quite the angle. Luders with a touch, and now Schwanke coming back across the front of the goal mouth. You can see that rain that I previously mentioned. Looks like the field is playing well, but you can see some early divots here, just based on moisture and the amount of it that we have had here in Chicago recently, and really this summer in general. Picked up by Jenna Davis. Now Gino. 30 seconds left to play here in Chugger number 1, Gino Ringa. Stolen away here by Leon Schwanke at the boards. Schwanke hangs a left-hand turn. Starting to run out of time here. He moves across the midfield line. Schwanke looking for the big send downfield. A perfect pass there, but intercepted by Orthwine. Whistle sounds in the final moments here of Chucker number 1. We'll deal with that. Here to start, Chucker number 2. So at the line goes Nino. A right-away situation there in the final moments of Chucker number 1 puts Mariano Obregon Jr. on the line here to start things off and to start the clock in the second Chucker of play. So right on through that one goes. Nice work there from Nino. we're back to midfield once again. Passion for Polo. Jumping out on top here. They've got them doubled up. A 2-goal lead. It's 4-2. 30 seconds into chucker number 2. Ball back in play. Here comes Passion for Polo. It's Nino. Ringa. Holding him up. Orthwine pops it around the back of the pack. Picked up here by Pecco. Pecco Pojedo trying to hit for Orthwine down the way. Orthwine adjusts, moves in, leaves it for Pecco. It's Pecco's ball now. Pecco Pojedo. Schwanky! I mean, just in the nick of time goes mallet to mallet there. But recovered by CD Peacock. Gino Ringa, 65 yards out. Right on through to the high flag. Nice moves there. Back within 1, they go now. It's 4-3 on the scoreboard here. A nice look there, a nice follow-up. Nice moves by Gino to follow that play downfield, trying to pick the potential pieces up, and he does just that. Lined up again. Ball's in play. Garcia. Oh, can't keep the handle on it there. Now recovered by Pecco Pojedo. Orthwine's on the move. Pojedo trying to give him something to chase after. Leon Schwanke moving in on Stevie Orthwine. Orthwine yields as Schwanke takes control of the line there. Yeah, I mean that, you know. Gonna be a whistle on that one. Umpire just kind of explaining that one there. I believe the call there was taking up both sides of the line. I think he was probably flirting with some sort of turning violation as well there, but either way, what I do know for sure is that we're going to the line. It's going to be a penalty shot here for CD Peacock, an opportunity to finish what they were working on there before Schwanke moved in on him. And we're back out to the penalty 4 marker here. And it'll be Pecco Pojedo. Pecco, 60 yards out, looking at a kind of a clogged goal mouth there. Passion for Polo players. Trying to jam up that area in front of the goal there. Pojedo deflected by Schwanke. Nice moves there. Leon Schwanke, the first line of defense. And a knock-in coming up here. I think that went off of Schwanke and then off of one of the CD Peacock players. We avoid a safety, and it's brought back in here by Garcia. Anthony Garcia, the big guy in the back. A little deflection there on his pass attempt by Stevie. But it'll be picked back up here by Schwanke. Oh, man, oh, man. Those are the kinds of misses that might just come back to haunt you there. An open goal ahead of Pojedo there. Bad luck as it just comes off the mallet a little more left than he needed. And chipped back into play here by Garcia. Let's see, he's going to get rid of this one this time without incident. Downfield it goes for Nino. Looters charging out in front. Back to the front. Pojedo's got a pair of Passion for Polo players to deal with there. Schwanke and Looters kicked off the hoop of Nino's pony. Orthwine coming on through there. He won't draw the foul as Pojedo brings it forward. It's 4-3 on the scoreboard here. CD Peacock in red. They trail by 1. Early in this match here. 4 minutes and change left to play out in chucker number 2. And picked up here by Nino. Chip downfield. Gino trying to hold up Schwanke. Schwanke? A little hope and a prayer on that one. Neither found, and it's picked up by Pecco. Pecco Pojedo drops the long bomb downfield. Nice back shot there from Stephanie Luters. Continued by Schwenke, intercepted by CD Peacock. Here's Pecco. Pecco Pojedo galloping inside of 60. Pecco Pojedo. Gonna lose that one. Leave it behind. Nino. Yeah. I think the call there is that Orthwine's got to give that play up. Not enough give up on that one. And so it'll be turned over here to Passion for Polo. Garcia. Into the pack. Recovered by Schwenke. They're telling him to take his time there. You can hear the players saying tranquilo, tranquilo, trying to let themselves get some time there to let themselves move downfield. Yeah. Going to be a right-of-way violation or reaching. I don't know what it was. He reached to violate. Maybe that's the case. Either way, we're going to the line. That much is for sure. Hard not to make those plays, like I always say. And when, you're sitting there and you're in the saddle and you've got the opportunity, it never seems like as big of a foul as it might when you review it back, or maybe it seems close enough to the gray area that it's worth going for. Look at that. Round one, around another, but not around Pecco Pojedo. Penalty shot. Going to be nicely defended there by CD Peacock. Schwenke at the boards. Whistle sounds. Ringa appeals for the foul there. And we'll see if he had the right idea. We'll see if the umpires agree with him. And it does look like they will here. Pojedo trying to put that ball closer to where he thinks it should be. Umpires have no problem with that. And here comes Pojedo. Pecco. Left for Gino Ringa. Ringa. Into open field. Garcia defends. No red jerseys there to receive the pass. Schwenke takes off. Ooh, I think they're going to get him blocking on that one. Live play blocking. Almost enough speed on that one to avoid the call, but not enough. Almost, but not. So blocking going to be the call there. That's one of those tough ones if some of these players aren't totally used to the live play blocking, or there's some discretionary components to that call, distance and speed, that all have to be made in split seconds there, and not quite always as black and white due to the discretion involved there by the umpires. Was he moving fast enough? How fast is fast enough? All that good stuff. But umpires say it was not fast enough to be, part of the play there, and that it was a blocking situation. So the whistle sounds. See Pecco Pojedo there trying to get that ball placed. Just find some, maybe a little better grass to use there. You can see the penalty line's a little further over. You can't create the tee, but you can certainly borrow one if it's there. And that's what we'll see Pecco Pojedo do here. The umpires give him the high sign. They call play. Pojedo starts his circle. Here's Pecco. Absolutely ripped with a little curve on it there. And that curveball, right on home it goes, onto the board. So we are back to tied. 4-4 here. Fours galore. And Chucker number 2. Under 2 minutes left to go here, as we can see as the clock comes into frame. 1:45 left on our center field clock. Now a whistle. We're lined up and ready to go here. Back in play. Here's Pecco. Pecco Pojedo. Pojedo. Pecco. In between Nino and Schwanke, trying to just ever so gingerly drag that ball forward. He loses the drag. Left behind for Gino Ringo. Ringo pops it out a little too front to maintain control. And it was popped back there by Schwanke. It's Nino at the helm here. Nino out to the boards. Orthwine. Working on both sides of Stevie Orthwine there, and Schwanke comes away at a flat-out gallop. Leon Schwanke trying to gallop into open territory here. Schwanke across the midfield line. Luter's doing a fine job holding on to the defender on the other side, keeping him away from Schwanke. Schwanke on final approach, looking good at this point here. Oh, no! Man, oh man, immediate body language there. You could tell that he just thought to himself, holy smokes, what have I done? Left behind, defended nicely there by Gino Ringa, downfield to Pecco Pojedo, and man, it happens fast, doesn't it, folks? You have it to not having it to attacking the other way. The 30-second warning horn has sounded. Short chip shot there from Nino, almost like he was trying to jump back on the new line. Anyway, the whistle sounds along the way, and that'll do it for chucker number 2. Back out here for the third. We picked the play up right where we left it in the bottom of the second.
Okay, guys! Ready?
Here they come. Passing for Polo. Going to have the possession here. Garcia. Ringo. Nino. Interesting angles achieved there. No whistle, though. Whistle that time. That'll certainly do it. I think this one's going to go to midfield. It sure will. 18 seconds into chucker number 3. Time is out on the tweeter. We'll see which one of these 2 to 3 balls ends up making the cut here. I think Pecco's found one he prefers. You see him getting it situated there on the top of the grass, kind of leading us to believe he's going to take a big rip at it here. We'll see what he does. We're just 18 seconds into chucker number 3. Even scores on the board here for a side. Passion for Polo led by 2 goals at one point here. CD Peacock has battled back to even, and it's Pecco from the center stripe. Pecco Pojedo, as expected, drills this one downfield. Ringa trying to put that one away, but puts it wide instead. And a knock-in coming up here for Passion for Polo. Man, I tell you what, well, Pecco Pojedo, he just about had the distance on that one. Not quite the angle, though. Brought back in by Garcia. Anticipating Nino coming cross field, but Gino Ringa doing the same there. Puts himself in great position to make the interception. Orthwine accelerates in there. Garcia, nicely done, backing up Steph Luters. Taken further into his own backfield here by Pojedo. Nino hot on his heels. Trying to force the foul, force the leave. He gets the leave. It's Nino now. Nino, the next shot. Mariano Obregon Jr. That's how it's done. I mean, just straight up nice moves there from Nino. Fantastic pressure on the defender there. Boy, I tell you what, when that defender hits that ball another 60 or 70 yards into their own backfield, towards their goal, and then you can put the steal on them like Nino did there, that's good. Good attacking. Good recovery there by Nino. Good pressure. And just straight up bad luck for Pecco Pojedo. Nino and Pecco, 2 of the highest rated players on the field and in the tournament for that matter. And not something you see often, but every now and then. Downfield they go. Ringo trying to contain and keep this ball in the Passion for Polo half of the field. Here's Jenna Davis. Man, oh man, Jenna Davis. They better watch out for her today. She's certainly making nice contact. Had the first goal of the match and a beautiful goal at that. No layup there. It was just a beautiful neck shot there from Jenna. Downfield, Orthwine and Obregon. They trade a little paint. Nino putting Stevie in a situation where he's got to clear. He's got to give him the play. Tight defense there from Orthwine, no doubt about it. But Nino doing a fine job working through those red jerseys. A nice approach to goal. No passion for Polo. Players there to capitalize. It'll be Ringa. The ride looters wide. Ducks in behind her. Nino hustling to get it back. He's done it again. Nino. Mariano Obregon Jr., one of many Obregons in the Chicago area this summer. It almost feels like Obregon summer camp up here. Not only the brothers and cousins, but all the offspring coming with them there. Future of Polo. Look at this, Jenna Davis. Can she find the cut shot? Running out of angle there. Man, oh man, you better believe it. Another great carry and put away there for Jenna. And that takes us back to even a nickel aside here. 5-5. Here in Chucker number 3. 2 goals on the day for Jenna Davis. Past the halfway point in the third. Halftime approaching. Worked forward by Garcia. Creates a new line. Buys himself some space there. The other players have to clear. Picked up by Pojedo. I think a right-of-way situation down there, man. You can tell. Look at that area right around the lines there. That moisture in the field there. Certainly a lot of hoof prints there, but no problem for Nino. Doesn't bother him at all. He barely even adjusts that ball, and that's the go-ahead run there, if you will, for passion for Polo. So Nino breaks the tie. 6-5, we go. And 2.5 minutes left to play here in the half. Lined up, Nino now. Nino. Stevie. Stevie. Winding up for the back shot there. Pecco Pojedo moved in, trying to help him out there, trying to play that one back towards midfield. Schwanke able to gobble up control along the way. Now Pecco returning the favor, taking it back there, turning it across the goal mouth, and his buddy Ringa in now. Gino. Schwanke turns it back. Forward passion for Polo. Nino all over it. Ringa in and out there. Nino trying to get established on the line there. Gino had the damage done, though. The possession taken away, and he turns and fires. War cries from the field to Schwanke. Meets Garcia there, and the whistle eventually sounds as tensions start to run high here. Looking downfield, penalty 5 here from the point of the infraction. It's Pecco Pojedo, players in motion. A roller along the ground through a little bit of a potato patch there, and it will be turned back here by Anthony Garcia. A little dribbler of a back shot. Schwanke slides in. We had just a fantastic angle to watch that one unfold there. 2 players certainly closer to the line than young Mr. Schwanke was. And this one will put Pecco Pojedo on the line and with the opportunity here to tie things up 30 yards out. Penalty 2 on tap. And he's trying to utilize some of those divots there to give him a little elevation. For a clean ball strike there with a little bit of a elevated ball. Pecco looking to put that one on the pool deck back there. It'll bounce into the fence. Nice work. We're even again. 12 total goals scored thus far. 6 aside here as we slope towards halftime. Getting close to that warning horn. We're in the final minute here in Chucker number 3. Nice little ball game here. Just outside of Chicago. Nino. Pecco thinking about it. Nino. Established. Footsteps coming louder there as Orthwine worked onto the play. Chipped inside. Yeah, Ringa. I don't know if he ever had enough time to make that play or not, and then he thought about it, and Nino had to look up, and he was taken off the play. He couldn't swing. And then somehow we're looking outbound. I guess I was off there. 30 seconds left to play. Downfield. Maybe Gino had it the whole time. Shows what I know. Picked up here by Nino. Mariano. Final moments here of Chucker number 3. Schwanky whistle sound. So that'll do it for the first half. And we pick up Chucker number 4 in our second half from the penalty line. It'll be Nino, Mariano. Over to going. Right down the middle. Perfectly played. On top. Goes passion for Polo. It's 7-6. Back to midfield. Ball's in play. Nino. Garcia. Orthwine. Nice timing there by Stevie. Stolen right back away by Nino. They battle it out, a little sword fight there. Nino. Little keep away. Ringo. Trying to dig it out, come under the pony. Schwanky's got a better line on it. Schwanky takes control. Here comes Leon Schwanky. Schwanky doing everything he can to hold on to the play here. Schwanky. Pecco. Schwanky, boy, I tell you what, he certainly thought about it there. You could hear the umpires, Hamish Bray, saying, you better clear, warning him. He gets in clean that time. Pressure and persistence pay off. Nino on the move. He's looking at goal. Nino, will he shoot from here? He won't. He's going to try and find a cleaner path inside. Puts that horse in reverse. He steps on it, drags it back. And emerging with control out of a melee situation there, Pecco Pojedo. I mean, Schwanky is just, he's like a Jack Russell after a ball here in Chucker number 4. And here comes Stevie. Stevie Orthwine. Schwanky. Yeah. Who had more of the line there? Schwanky in that straight line had more of the line than Orthwine. Not that he was too far off, but this one goes in favor of passion for Polo. So it's Garcia. And Nino. Nino trying to bait Stevie into it, saying, go ahead. Kind of opening the cookie jar there. Just put his hand on through if he wants. And in the meantime, Gino Ringa able to pop it away on the near side. Garcia backing up over to Gone, able to retake control here for passion for Polo. Hit downfield. Nino's there. Pecco Pojedo unhappy with the lack of a call, and a knock-in's going to come up here at the end of the field. Pojedo totally given up on the play. see, we hear the whistle sound there. Let's see if that has anything to do with Pojato's consulting there. Maybe just a warning. And it'll be brought back into play here by Pojato. Oh. Let's see what happens here. Procedural issue or blocking on the bring-in, and they will turn the play over. 7-6 as it sits right now. We're in the second half of play, and it's Nino to the line. Over to Gone, 60 yards out. Drilled downfield. Stopped nicely by CD Peacock. It's not a fun one to be in front of there. Chipped back by Pojato, trying to find Gino Ringo. Ringo. Backed by Garcia. Schwenke now. Just enough time there for Schwenke to slide into the line with Pecco in close proximity. Here's Leon Schwenke. And here's a knock-in for CD Peacock. Just outside the ball from Schwenke there. Pecco, a huge scooping lateral neck shot there. At Gino Ringo. Ringo. Pecco. Stevie. Stevie Orthwine. Hustling down the boards there. It'll be Garcia to move him over. Make the near side back shot. Stopping the CD Peacock run momentarily. Nino. Nino in the action. Here's Nino. Oh, what a pass there. Nino for Looters. She fakes the shot, leaves it behind for Leon Schwenke. Schwenke moving inside. Gino Ringo trying to track him down here. Leon Schwenke! Man, just bad luck there. And it's brought back into play here by Pecco Pojato. Pecco pops right for Gino Ringo. Ringo. Trouble with it. Pecco. Garcia? Pojato with the back shot. It's Schwenke now. Leon Schwenke. Schwenke. Little pump fake. Schwenke trying to hold it. Schwenke. And Nino. Oh, a little miscommunication there. Schwenke, no play on that ball as Gino Ringa able to send it downfield. Stevie Orthwine looking to capitalize. Comes off Stevie's mallet. A little wonky there and picked up by Passion for Polo. Schwenke first, Nino now. Nino. Taken away by Ringa. Nino backed up by Garcia. Garcia clears at Schwenke. At the back of the pack, plays it down the right-hand side of Orthwine, knowing he can't legally make the play if he plays it short behind him. Looters hooked on the play by Davis, backed by Pojato, cleared out of the goal mouth, run onto here by Schwenke. Leon Schwenke. Schwenke, his ball chopped at there by Gino Ringa. Ringa rips a back shot there. Picked up by Stevie. Leon Schwenke. Schwenke, high degree of difficulty on that one. It's heading in the right direction. And worked out of there handily by Pecco Pojato. The back shot towards the goal there for Schwenke, and he'll get it. Man, oh man. A happy pickup there by Leon Schwenke. He's had a couple that have gone wide as he's made his final approach there. And that's got to get him feeling good. Leon Schwenke able to put that away with the back shot, nonetheless. And up by 2 goes Passion for Polo once again here. Running out of time, and chucker number 4 run onto there. by St. Louisan Stevie Orthwine. Orthwine, born and raised in St. Louis, calls Nashville and Wellington home these days. At midfield, Stevie, now Schwanky. Whistle sounds, and we'll wrap up another chucker with a whistle. Chucker 5 going to come alive here with a penalty shot. Got a really pretty horse there, Underland Schwanky. Schwanky, 60 yards out. Yes, sir. A beautiful up and down there for Schwanky into the fence once again, just shy of the pool deck there. Schwanky's been taking a lot of the recent penalty shots there. We saw Nino started this summer season taking a lot of the penalty shots there for Passion for Polo. Schwanky started taking those shots there. We've seen one from Nino earlier today, then Schwanky back in the saddle at the line. Nino, Schwanky's on the move. Mariano Obregon Jr. has Gino working on him there. Yeah, you could just feel that one coming there from Gino Ringa. Picking the pieces up on that broken play is Anthony Garcia. He's instructed to use it. He swings to get to using, sends it out to the right towards the corner for Schwanky, who's now got his work cut out for him. Schwanky being worked on here by Pojedo. Schwanky. Ooh, man. I mean, just the perfect angle there. Can he finish it? Hey, go to the back shot, big guy. It worked well last time. Schwanky going to turn it around on the near side, trying to find an opportunity to send the next shot. He sends the next shot. Well wide. That one will carry, though, and brought back into play here by CD Peacock's Pojedo. Peckham. Gino Ringa. Couple minutes into chucker number 5, Garcia. Oh man, has his pocket picked there by Gino Ringa. Starts the drive about 70 yards out, trying to slow it down, looking to maintain control, pops it under the belly of his pony. Yep. Hard not to make that play when you're Garcia, but we just saw firsthand that that was absolutely a foul. Penalty 2, and nice work inside there. So a nice steal from Gino Ringa. He drives it down. He draws the foul that puts him on the line, and right on through, that ball goes. Nice work from the line there. CD Peacock staying scrappy here. Passion for Polo was up by 3. They get one back there. We go 9-7, 2-goal spread. Umpires looking for that clean lineup. It's Orthwine now. Hazel's dad on the play. Number 4. How about that? Nice contact there. Schwanky moving Ringa off the play. Schwanky popping it up. Nino trails. They put a plan of action together. Schwanky maintains. Schwanky distributes. Broken distribution there, and Schwanky gallops on to the line. Schwanky, swing and a miss. Picked up here by Pecco Pojedo. Pecco sweeps it around. Nino has to clear. Pecco pops it out of the air. Pojedo. Pop fly. Nino looks up, looks down. Ringo, in the meantime, slides underneath there. Gino Ringo. Oh, man, just lethal accuracy on that one. What a weapon, Gino Ringo. 9-8, they go. But you can tell Gino Ringo really feeling confident here in chucker number 5. He had a great steal, resulted in a penalty shot and a goal on the other side. Fantastic cut shot there for a goal, and needed goals, both of them. Nino hangs out outside of the throw-in. Ringo. Stevie. Oh, he's back at it. Gino Ringa. The gallop downfield, held up by Nino. Picked up by Schwenke. Schwenke. The open back shot. Leon Schwenke. Going to be chased down here by Pecco Pojedo. Pecco. Being beat up there by Nino. Nino, without the play, has to yield to Pecco. Pecco Pojedo. Nice approach shot to goal. Stevie Orthwine. Wide. He had Garcia on one side, Schwenke pressuring the other. Rolls wide of the goal, over and out, and brought back in here by Passion for Polo's Garcia. Garcia been playing summertime polo in the Chicago area for many years. Looks like the over going to Clan. Ringa sees the opening. And a whistle's going to sound there, so this one will go in favor of the red jerseyed CD Peacock squad. 73, 40-yard shot, drilled right where it needed to go. Pecco Pojedo puts that one away. We are back to even. They have clawed their way back, folks, down by 3 at one point. 3 unanswered goals. It brings us right back to even. And aside here, we're inside the final 2 minutes, almost minute and a half here in chukker number 5. Nino hangs out outside of the throw-in again. It's brought into play here. Throw-in one by Leon Schwenke. Schwenke being chased here by Gino Ringa. Ringa, nice pressure. Pecco. Here's Pojedo. Instructions there to clear and to use it. That's pressure there. Passion for Polo catches those guys in a little bit of a moment of uncertainty and plays it just right. Pojedo turns it back with authority. Ringa. And back to the line they go. Schwenke, you've seen him a couple times, moving in to make that bump, and whether he gets a little ahead or the other guy pulls up a little bit, he ends up almost 90 with that pony a couple times. And, at a certain point, once you overcommit, and you're there, and you got to deal with whatever comes next. And Nino not thrilled with that call from umpire Bray, but that is how it goes. These guys do their best, and this one's going to the penalty line. Pecco Pojedo. Pecco, that was a great up and down there. Pecco Pojedo puts it away for CD Peacock. Ooh. A little discussion after the fact there about was it in, was it out? I tell you what, it certainly looked in from our angle there. But wow, how about that? They're going to give that one Passion for Polo. 30 seconds left to play here in chukker number 5. I'd sure like to see the replay on that one again. You know that Pecco Pojedo and that CD Peacock team, they're going to be watching this one back. Whistle sounds after the horn had gone over there, and we look to chucker number 6 now. So it'll be passion for Polo ball here. 9-9. Nina. Schwanky. Yeah, I think they're going to get a blocking call out of that one. Nino's father looking on there. Staple on the sidelines. Pretty much anywhere Polo has played, you see Senor Obregon standing there, normally holding a mallet. On the field. Here they come. Pojedo. Well, a nicely laid ball downfield. Can they capitalize on it? Gino Ringa, the go-ahead run there. Ringo, a nice put away there. Nice start there by Pecco Pojedo, and Gino Ringa doing exactly what you should do in that number 2 position, is be aggressive out in front, win those plays, make those shots and goals. And that is all the difference here. So I think that's 4 unanswered for CD Peacock to give them the lead here in the final period of play. We'll see what Passion for Polo can do here in chucker number 6. See if they will be able to get back on top. Schwanky. Taking that ball left behind by Garcia. Leon Schwanky. He looks up, looks to goal. Boy, he's having trouble on this drive, making the contact he needs. Back by Ringa. And run onto here by Steph Luters. Now Nino. Nino. Well driven, down towards the goal. Schwanky trying to buy some time there for Garcia. Looters. Now Nino. Whistle sounds though. And it's going the other way, so that's good news there for CD Peacock. Pecco Pojedo. Bring this one out of his own territory here. Schwanky moves in to put some pressure. Ringa in the vicinity is an outlet pass. Pecco. Pecco. Now Nino. Garcia. Orthwine just knew he had that one. All day long. He didn't even bother putting that mallet down to play it. He knew he was going to draw the foul there. Mallet up, accelerating down the line to close the gap, and that pays off here. So Ringa sets it up. Pojedo starts his circle. And here comes Pecco. Pecco might have gotten the deflection off Schwanky there. Either way, well-driven ball downfield, picked up by Nino. Backed by Pojedo. Nino praying that raised mallet would get the attention of the officials. They're not going to buy it, though. Plenty of room there. And Schwanky now on the drive. Leon Schwanky. Continued trouble there, making contact. 2.5 minutes into chucker number 6. Picked up here by Leon Schwanky. Nice contact on that one. And goes sky high, drops down right in front of Garcia. Orthwine gonna pick his pocket there. And And that'll result in a penalty shot here. They say Garcia had the line there. Certainly looked like it from above. And here comes Nino. "30 yards out. Bam, right down the middle. Nice work there. Into the woods it goes. Nino. Putting passion for Polo into double digits now. 20 total goals scored at this point. Passion for Polo has gotten one back. They've made it even. 4.5 minutes left to play. We've got one heck of a ball game here in Chicago, folks. At the Las Brisas Farm and Polo Club. I mean, a stunning facility Larry and his team have put together here. Fantastic host club for this Midwest Open. Of course, Polo been played for ages in and around Chicago with the legendary Oak Brook Club. The Open was played here for a number of years. Schwenke right on through. He's not going to miss contact on that one. Nice work there. Passion for Polo up by 1. It's 11-10 here. As I was saying, just tons of Polo history here in the Chicago area. Nice to see Larry and the team pick the torch up here after losing Oak Brook. Again, that was home and hosted the U.S. Open for a number of years. Whistle sounds along the way. See Pecco Pojedo, he's going to grab a new mallet in the corner over there. And we're going to the penalty line. You see umpires Bray and Schwetz. You see Dale back in the saddle. Ripped right off the penalty line there. That fresh mallet coming in handy as Pojedo drills it downfield. We're even again. Nice action here. Garcia. Told to use it a couple times. He follows instructions. Downfield for Nino. Nino, can he keep it going? Mariano. Over to Gone. Backed out of there by Gino Ringa. Fourth one. On the hop. Garcia gallops down the inside track there. Short play. Perfectly laid from Garcia to Schwenke. Schwenke with his hands full here, but he doesn't mind in triple coverage. Nino. Schwenke going to draw the foul there. Riding in from behind will be the call on that one, or something close to it. Riding into the swing, riding in from behind. The moral of the story is that if Schwenke had swung there, he would have absolutely just crushed the defender. And so nice control there from Schwenke and awareness. And to the line goes Passion for Polo. So the opportunity to go ahead here, the go-ahead run at the plate, so to speak. And it'll be Nino here. Umpires call play. Nino on the gray pony. I think we see Nino on this gray often in chukker number 6. From a walk, yeah, right on through it goes. The high flag for his efforts. Back on top goes Passion for Polo. The tie has been broken. The pressure on CD Peacock now. Under 2 minutes left to play in regulation. Ball's in play. Pecco. Oh, miscue there. Gino Ringa. I mean, just in the nick of time. Umpire's going to call that a foul, but I tell you what, all things considered, I feel like Gino, you almost gotta make that one and just pray you get away with it. Based on the time and the score, But a foul. So bad news there, after all, for CD Peacock. Don't really blame him there, but it goes how it goes. So 12-11 on the board. There's Nino on the grab. Nino. Over midfield into enemy territory. And Schwenke. Petco. Nino. I mean, what a beautiful placement there by Nino. I mean, he was just waiting in the perfect spot to jump on that new line. He draws the foul on Gino Ringa. A couple of costly fouls here for Gino. And chucker number 6. Nino, head down, focused. He knows that this is the one that could definitively put this game out of reach for CD Peacock here. And right on through, right over the umpire it goes, and right onto the scoreboard. And that certainly starts to feel like it could be the nail in the coffin there for CD Peacock. 13-11. It's never over until it's over. We've certainly seen some wild things happen in the final moments of polo matches, but things feeling pretty good here for this Passion for Polo squad. They were up, they've been down, they're back up now. Some fouls have helped them out here. The horn goes, and that will take us out. Final score in this Midwest Open match, 13-11 in favor of Passion for Polo. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.